Well, I did have a nice day here at this Thumb Butte Loop in Prescott, Arizona. Very beautiful area. 7-day limit on free camping. Got about an hour and a half of driving ahead of me today, so let's get out of here. Well, breakfast this morning is this Bare Naked granola. It's got freeze-dried blueberries, raspberries, strawberries. I sliced up some fresh banana. Just gonna use some rice milk on that. Should be good. Wow, I'm so glad I took this route. This is turning out to be awesome. Well, that was our descent. Not too steep of a grade, a little bit of tight turns, but wow. Just an amazingly beautiful drive. Well, this is downtown Wickenburg here, cool little town. Gas is $2.28.
In 700 feet, turn left.
Not bad.
Turn left.
Ah, these flowers, amazing. There we go. Vulture Peak Trail. Box wash. Let's check this out. Looks like people are just camping right in this parking lot. We got a signal. No, of course. Let's go see what we can find. Starting off the day with a nice, beautiful morning, but it is going to heat up here in Wickenburg. I had a rough day yesterday. I don't know what it was. It's just one of those, you ever have one of those days where it just like everything is like irritating and doesn't seem to go right? You know, most days are usually really good for me on the road, but I just had one of those bad days. So it did have a big effect on my filming. I didn't film much. I ended up staying down this Vulture Mine Road at the Box Wash parking area. Had no cell signal, no internet signal, and I needed to do some online work, so I actually came down the end of the road, parked in the Safeway parking lot, did my work there, and then drove back down again after dark and just parked and slept for the night. Got up this morning and just broke there early. So I'm hoping it's a better day today. I'm just going to try to approach things differently and just try to have a really good attitude today. It might be a little bit of the heat. It was about 90 yesterday. Unfortunately, my next stop is going to be around Quartzsite, Arizona, and the forecast is like 93 today. town of Ehrenberg is actually to the right, but the free camping's to the left. For the camping in Ehrenberg, you can go past the Flying J and turn left, and you'll be eventually by the Colorado River. I don't feel like driving that far down the dirt road for a one-nighter, so I'm gonna go back this way. Wonder if there's many people camped out here still. This is around the time people start breaking for higher elevation. Well, it is definitely hot. It's about 93 degrees. That's what my weather app is saying. Thermometer in the van is up at 100, so I'm just sitting outside. Got enough shade to cover me in my chair there. It's actually just a light breeze, so in the shade it actually doesn't feel horrible if you just sit completely still. As soon as you start moving, you feel the heat, and like I am in the sun right now, feel it. Well, I'm sitting here out in the heat, and I'm just realizing that, you know what, it's not that far to a camp spot right on the Colorado River. You do have to drive down the dirt road a little bit, but you know what? I think I'm just gonna go ahead and move down there. I should have done that in the first place, but you know, I'm not committed here. Why not be somewhere? There are a couple spots where you can actually have access to the water, and I think I'm just gonna go in and go for a swim to cool off and just camp right there. I don't know what I'm doing out here away from the water, so I think I'm gonna just fold up my chair and move on down there. Should probably take me not more than 20 minutes to get there, so I'm just gonna go ahead and do that. All right, so like 10 minutes later, here I am right by the river. Got some nice access right here. Was able to kind of angle the van. The sun is setting that way, so I still got some shade on the side of the van there. Just kick back. I'm gonna do some cleanup while I'm here. As you can see, there's a bunch of trash already, but we'll get that picked up. Just come right down here. It's funny because I was just here at the end of January, and you would walk down this. I walked down here, and the river was way lower. This was all not covered in water. So now the river's up higher. So we got this little pool right here. So you're not right in the current. So this is all filled in. This was all dry when I was here last time. So I can walk out here in the shallow stuff, be out in the current a little bit, float down, come back in, just cool off. So I'll probably bring a chair down here and just kick back. You can actually feel it's a little cooler with the air coming off of the river. So score, so glad I made that decision. That was foolish of me to not come here first, but all right, I'm going swimming, guys. Good morning. I just wanted to show you all this sunrise this morning. It's beautiful. I'm gonna get a couple photographs of that. It's right here by the river. It's gonna be another hot one today. It's supposed to be 88 degrees is the high, so a little cooler, but still pretty warm. So I think I'm gonna hang out here one more day just to be able to cool off in the river. And then tomorrow is supposed to be much cooler, a high of like 78. So I'm going to go ahead and finish my drive in that cooler weather. I do have to go over a mountain range, so I want it to be cooler, less stress on the van. But again, check this beautiful sunrise out. Well, I was able to make a little dent. Of course, I'm not able to pick all the trash up here. There's enough where it would fill up a whole truck bed, but I was able to get a little bit done, and I feel good about it. You know, it feels good to come in, and that's all someone else's trash. I found a pile of dirty diapers that were kind of piled in an area. I just couldn't bring myself to get those. you know, I'm gonna have to drive with that in my van for a little bit. So I feel good about doing a little part there. I feel like if everyone just did that small amount that came here, most of this trash would be gone within a few days. But anyway, I noticed that one of my neighbors down the way was doing the same thing. So he kind of reminded me that that's a good thing to do. He didn't verbally say it, I just saw him doing it and took his cue. So got out my latex gloves and trash bag and made a little dent. So, you know, somewhere as beautiful like this, we don't want to trash it. All right, time to wash my hands and get some breakfast going. Well, for breakfast this morning, I'm just toasting up some sourdough bread on the camp stove. I got some avocado I'm gonna slice up and some tomato to slice up and put on there. Probably add a little bit of my Cholula hot sauce and a little salt, and it'll be breakfast. There it is, we'll call that breakfast. All right, for the taste test. Oh, that's good. I do this a lot with just the avocado, adding the tomato, and that's a good flavorful tomato. Super good. I kind of have a thing for toast. It's all about the contrast of the textures, that crunchy toast with the soft tomato and avocado.